We just want to share a quick message to please not get up right away when students are finished bowing, as Mr. Hayward would like to address the audience. Enjoy the show, and thank you.
Harder to start.
I know what you're thinking. Who are these attractive strangers, so stylishly dressed? We are troubadours, professional storytellers. And if there's one thing we know from experience, it's that all of you are about to fall asleep. Especially this one right here. So if we're to prevent that from happening, our story needs certain important qualities.
By the four winds, I would do anything for some pie. Would you care for some pie? Success.
That's not a story. There's no struggle. There's no challenge to overcome.
No, said my friend, wherever shall we spend the winter? I've heard some lovely things about the Maldive Islands. Yes, this is true, but there's also the Valley of Freedom and the water tastes like the rampart. Which to choose?
Also a terrible story.
Hey, we have a really tough decision to make here.
Yes, but either way, you're going to be exceedingly comfortable.
This is true.
A great story needs pivotal moments where you stand perched on a precipice, forced to choose between safety and challenge, between conscience and convenience, between the comfort of the familiar and the call of the open road. We have a name for this era in which such tales take place. Let me set the scene. You're lost in the woods, a light fading fast, a sword at your side. You're half up a wall when an archer appears, there's nowhere to hide. You're racing through an alley, you're dining with the queen, you're redeeming the treasure, you're stuck in a ravine, you're pondering the mythical tone. One thing's for certain, you're miles from home. This is the time when dark forces gather and fear never dread. The age of adventure! There's terrible danger and even worse odds, so full speed ahead.
So much adventure! There's troubadours and merchants, alliances and clans, and iron-hearted heroes with infinite plans.
One thing adventurers know, there's peril ahead and there's miles to go.
Miles to
Some know the journey awaits and don't answer the call. They hear the desire of their hearts and think life isn't like that at all. So they turn to more practical lives where there's no way to fail. And they should the desire of their heart and they never set sail. But not in this tale.
Be gone, bandits! Leave Southolder, face the might of the Royal Cavaliers!
You know we're not on a battlefield. Welcome to Trammell Stables. Our story concerns a young collier who yearns to be more.
Sir Gideon, how bravely you dispatched those pagans. You must have a reward.
He was not destined to be happy.
Nay, good princess, protecting the kingdom is a reward in itself. That's and gazing upon your face.
Boy, half the morning's done. We need to become the finest stable in Southwold by lazing about.
But I've done all my chores, and I just pulled a stone out of Aspiration's horseshoe. She might have hurt herself walking on it. I was about to take her out for a run.
Done all your chores, have you? Have you brushed down the horses?
Yes, sir.
Have you cleaned the stalls?
Yes.
Replaced the handle to your gate?
Yes.
Checked the saddlebags for holes?
Yes.
Sharpened up the spurs?
Yeah.
Sorted the horse blankets by fabric.
Yes.
Sifted beagles out of the oats?
Ugh. Yes.
Swept the north stable.
Twice.
Shut the south stable.
Here's your blade, Sir Knight. Go battle the horse, Boo. I've half a mind to return that stable boy to the orphanage.
You can't do that, I checked.
You're crashing through a window, you're taking in a vista, you're rescuing a relic, you're aiming a ballista, you're spying for a duchess, you're charging on a stallion, you're plotting a rebellion, you're leading a battalion, you're everyone who ever stepped forward.
If you can feel that there's something within you that yearns to be free,
Join the adventure!
yearns for challenge and yearns for the journey, and just follow me.
Let's join this adventure!
You're riding off the daybreak, you're sailing with the tide. The war will seem forever as near you and far. I can't say how long that will be away from witness to ride. Do you mind? Want to stay?
Running on a cargo, you're navigating canyons, you're disregarding orders, you're gathering companions, you're sailing through a tempest, you're rattling in wonder, you're running for your life as the cannons start to thunder. Your best is on the way, your hands are start today, get ready for the adventure.
That morning, the stables had a very special visitor.
Oi, is the stable master about?
Sounds as one of the royal cavaliers.
Put him in a spending mood.
One of the royal cavaliers. Where?
You get out of sight. That is a member of nobility. I can't have lowborns hovering about me like flies.
Welcome, good sir. Welcome to train stables.
My saddle's torn. I was hoping someone here might be able to mend it.
We'll get you rather a new horse. They're on sale. Buy two, get a free mule.
I think the saddle needs switching.
Think nothing of it. We're experts at repairs.
That, you bring up the stallion. Just a moment, Sir Knight.
Lord, it looks like your horse has some bruise in her tail. May I rush her down?
Good eye, lad. That'd be appreciated.
Are you on a daring mission to kick down a castle door and challenge everyone inside to battle?
Nothing that exciting. Just a patrol up the Great Highway.
Is it terribly dangerous?
There might be a few scraggly forest bandits. Nothing of concern.
Good sir, do cavaliers ever have assistants? Someone to carry their swords when they're not using them.
Those are called squires. They have as their armor, carry shields. They're usually members of nobility, I'm afraid.
Well, do the assistants sometimes need assistance?
Those are called pages, also sons of nobility, or wealthy merchants.
Oh, well, do the pages ever need assistance? Maybe someone to carry the cavalier's sword when the page is too tired of carrying it for the squire?
Never heard of such a thing, but I suppose it's not possible.
Our finest stallion. A king's pedigree, though the paperwork was tragically lost. And look at those teeth! Lowborns should not harass persons of quality. Go exercise that fully. To the eastern fence no further. Gideon raced to the stalls and saddled up his favorite horse, Aspiration.
Come on, girl, let's get you some fresh air. Not impossible. Not impossible. I heard it distinctly, that's what he said, and now I can't get the words out of my head. Not impossible. That means possible. That's better than who knows, or no one can say. That means there's a way. I've just got to figure out what I can do, so that I can be part of the Cavaliers too. Come on, Aspiration, let's see what you've got. Hi-ya!
The boy should have had a handle a horse.
Yes, he loves to ride instead of doing his chores.
Could you imagine it? Being the assistant to an assistant to an assistant to a real Cavalier, aiding the helpers of the helpers when danger is near, acting with bravery, being the first into danger and last to retreat, aiding the fight against murderous hordes, maybe assisting with carrying swords, riding the kingdom and safeguarding farmers and lords. Not impossible. Tricky, but not impossible. They must need an extra helper or three. Why can't one be me? I have just got to figure out what I can do so that I can be part of the Cavaliers too. I guess this is where we turn around, huh?
Gideon had arrived at the tall fences at the eastern end of the field. As far as he was allowed to go, he turned his horse around, then stopped.
You know, Aspiration, I bet we could jump that fence. Don't be like that. It's not that tall. I'll tell you what, if we can jump this fence, that means that you'll get an apple. And it means I'm gonna work for the Royal Cavaliers. Let's do it! Hi-ya! Sometimes when I ride, I start to lose track of the rest of the world, and it feels like the wind is challenging me to a race. And it's just the rhythm and bounce of the road as we pick up the pace. Wish I bring her to a trot, and then a trot becomes a canter, and a canter is a gallop, and we're gone. And the sky turns into colors like a spell from an enchanter, and I feel like I'm floating incredibly high, like I'm jumping right over the sky.
Gideon jumped the horse clear over the fence and landed safely on the other side in an explosion of spattered mud. I just had that fence painted.
Not impossible. What I want, not impossible. I may be a peasant stuck with a chore. I may be a commoner sweeping the floor, but I can be more. I've just got to figure out what I can do so that I can be part of the Cavaliers too.
Very important it is.
Hear ye! Look, she's wearing red and gold. Proclamation from the king. These announcements are always so boring.
The northern forest has been attacked by Blundersnorp. Creature full of rum and very angry. It has already terrorized villagers, overturned merchant wagons, and destroyed a species of bird. All subjects are advised to secure their loved ones and find a safe place to camp.
Is the monster coming this way? This is a big kingdom. I've got a lot of ground to cover. Bring everything to the basement. Start with the crucial stock. The horses? No, the ale.
Monster in the northern forest? But that's where the Cavalier went.
Boy, lock the gates. Help us move into the basement now.
If that monster can destroy villages, a lone Cavalier could be in terrible danger.
Boy, we're moving the ladder!
It's a 3-person job!
Well, I'm just a commoner, but somebody's got to warn him. And I've just got to figure out what I can do so that I can be part of the Cavaliers too.
So Gideon made his decision. He climbed atop his horse and raced into the unknown.
Hiya!
Where does he think he's going?
He's jumping on the fence.
I just had that fence painted too.
Gideon galloped far north until the road entered the great forest at the border of the kingdom.
What a run that was! Huh. I was hoping we'd seen that Cavalier by now, but there's no one here. I guess we'll go into the forest?
But there was someone there. A group of forest-dwelling bandits, known as the Deep Woods Offals, slowly approaching. Stop! Not like that! There's no drama if you just grab him. Back, all of you. And when your turn, introduce yourselves. Give us a little exposition. Gideon had barely entered the forest when he heard crude voices slowly getting nearer.
Those must be the bandits Sir Halleck spoke of. I've got to hide.
We like brandy and roots with fun. We like thunder, storms that flood. We like rolling till there's blood, but not as much as stealing stuff. We like mutton, cuts of steak. We like bodies below the lake, but not as much as lost that break. That's 'cause we like stealing stuff.
Some river far, we don't see the charm. Toil in the soil till backs are sore. So much will around, tell us what's the harm of taking just a little something.
We like vermin, shirts with skulls, pirate vessels with blackened hulls. The work is long, but it never dulls. Deep down, you love stealing stuff.
If we see a vault,
We'll steal the money.
if we see a hive,
We'll steal the honey.
if we see a church,
We'll steal the steeples.
but most of all, the deftest of all, the greatest thing we steal most of all.
Persons.
Really? You're rhyming steeple with persons?
Sorry. We're the hunters of darkest nights. Nothing ever escapes our sight. Wait a minute. What have we here?
Hey, let me go! Stop!
Gideon struggled, but it was too late. Soon, he was surrounded by bandits. Where did you steal that horse, big boy?
I didn't steal her. I just borrowed her without permission.
Hey, that's what we do. Stable boy, or runaway farmhand, from the looks of him. I think we'll sell you to the state of Mystemia. Well, they'll chain you to an oar and you have to row for the rest of your days. And you'll have a 10-minute break on the hour. There'll be no breaks. Leave you talking to me. Sorry. A horse and a boy. Quite a good find, isn't it? Take him to the camp. Some prefer Shaw. We respect that choice. And we ask that they respect ours too. From Vegas curse to Vegas pressing needs. So please don't shove your make things worse. We'll get upset and then you'll bleed.
Yeah! We will steal lenses right on your eyes. We'll swipe treasure of any size. It's a fine thing to burglarize. We'll steal your dough, we'll steal your broom, we'll steal the show, we'll steal your shit. Better hope that we don't steal you.
Despite all the petty and the venomous rumors, we think of ourselves as like consumers. Who likes stealing stuff? You don't hear blacksmith going, blacksmith.
Blacksmith, blacksmith, blacksmith.
Where I am, there's
The bandits marched deep into the woods to a hidden camp near the ruins of an older highway. Nearby was a cave that the bandits had turned into a cage, or as it's technically known as, a cage.
But I'm on an important mission. I'm helping a cavalier fight a Blundersnorp.
I love that. I'd do that if I ever got captured.
It was here when they encountered a complication.
Let me go! What have we here?
What did you say you were again?
I am Alana by Countess of Cambria. Now know that my father will never pay ransom. Not she does, so did you.
She's our hostage.
We've already got a hostage.
That makes 2.
Right. But there's a difficulty. We're loading the horses with treasure tomorrow. And even with this new horse of ours, we barely got room for 1 hostage.
Why not make the horse carry them both along with the treasure?
Nonsense. Don't be absurd. That will be inhumane. We're gonna have to kill one of them.
What?
My father would be fabulous ransom for my release.
Can't you just let one of us go?
No, we can't risk revealing the secret camp. We put in way too much paintwork.
What have you got?
Stable boy, easy to sell.
I took this one off the road convoy. That'd be worth a pretty penny.
Right. But it's dangerous to collect ransom.
Incredibly safe.
We'll sort this out tomorrow. Into the cage. To the campfire, my thieves. We have some celebrating to do. Yay! Lodge! Guard duty. This'll keep you company. Take this bow. If any of them try to escape, put an arrow through them.
thoughts, Judy?
What does?
I mean, the one to survive. You must exercise social responsibility. You're a stable boy and nearly royalty.
Nearly.
I'm directly related to the queen. She's one day and will be queen. It's just a matter of waiting till 6 of my cousins will die first.
That seems like a bit of a long wait.
Succession of the throne, the foundation of society. I must be allowed to continue on that path.
Well, I know I'm just a stable boy, but don't I have the same worth as you?
Let me explain to you as best as I can. The kingdom is comprised of over 19 million subjects, from the market to the fletcher, to the peasant, to the clerk. All of them united by a firmly held conviction we play a vital role within our workings of our nation. And deep in their hearts they knew the eternal helper, a pillar, a stand in our rich and the sun. And deep in their hearts they run. No one matters unless they have royalty. Royals govern the land and the sea. They loved and admired and never to require virtue in a word. It's a matter of birth, and the world puts us where we should be.
Master Chairman says royals only serve themselves.
Royals serve the kingdom, but thus in doing so, they serve the kingdom. We're see the farm at work, his crops. We trust him with pigs and we trust in slops. That is the point where his excellent stops and quiz him on musical lore. See the beggar with his oven and plate, his bread making skills we can hardly debate. We keep him all clear of manners of state, and see him in charge of a wedding or a war. All society hinges on royalty, gladly hanging their average degree. It don't mean a thing if you wake up the king in your family line. In fact, it's a sign that the world puts us where we should be. Each of us are born and raised in a growing world. I bet you spend most of your time working with manure.
No, just sometimes.
Whereas I'm destined to ascend to the throne of my country one day.
When exactly?
Soon. See the queen, so lovely and regal. She tells us what's legal. Oh, queen, your enemies flee you. How lovely to be you. How armed, how noble, how socially mobile, how noticed, how valued, how seen. There's a humble girl, clever and bored. She's brought to advance where she's largely ignored. She wears what they give her, she does what they say. Has some ideas, but she's told that they get in the way. But she will inherit the queendom one day. Then I'll matter, because I'll be royalty. I'll be valued and I will be free. I'll speak imperiously, be taken seriously. So we wait the fortunate date, or Oscar by fate, to a proper estate. Will be rather great when the world puts us where we should be. Oh, sorry, I should have told you all that.
It's okay, I know what it's like to want to be something that...
That was excited. Here we don't die.
But I'm following a cavalier. I need to be alive for that.
So I see. So it's perfectly okay to let me die? Is that it?
Not any better if you let me die, but okay.
Interesting. There appears to be a gap up at the top of the bars. Looks too tall to climb it.
If we help each other, we can both climb up and escape.
Splendid. We shall work as partners. Now bend over so I can use you as a step ladder.
If that guard wakes up, He'll shoot whoever is trying to escape.
He's passed out and help me up.
He could wake in a second.
Thank you for your opinion. Now bend over. That's a lie.
It's too dangerous.
Stable boy, I'm giving you an order.
It's like you said, I'm just a stable boy, but if anyone should take the risk, it should be me.
Ugh, it's gonna be stubborn guys.
Alana interlaced her hands to support Gideon as he climbed up.
Ow! Don't you never done your boots? Gideon made it to the top of the bars, then jumped to the ground outside. Now, to that sunny man, he's got the keys. Good. Now look at the door. Oh, it's so good to be out of that place. It's like a directly working class. Now let's leave.
My horse.
Do you know how fleeing works?
I can't abandon aspiration. Wait here.
That's what the bands are. That's the opposite of escaping.
I'll be right back.
Stable boy, if you leave at once, I will not wait for you. What are you looking at?
Waiter!
We don't even have waiters.
He's taking the horse! That's my sword! Stop him!
Climb up. This is worse than being a prisoner. What are you doing?
Let's go play with cat. We should try it sometime.
Easy, girl.
The cave is open. They're getting away. Stop them. Were my instructions unclear?
Friendly.
Can you hang on?
Can you hang on?
I've done dressing to the thigh. Think I can handle it. Write them down. I want all my property back. And any property you find along the way.
Now, this is my favorite part.
Gideon and Alana raced on the ancient highway. The bandits in hot pursuit.
Saddle up,
Hunker down.
grab the reins,
Stand track.
keep your eyes on the path.
Look ahead. Never back.
Your heart is racing,
The road's pounding.
your foes are chasing.
The horns are sounding.
Focus, terrible danger awaits. The easy part is done. It's time for the rest of their life.
You children can't escape us. Give up! Give up! Give up! We're gaining rapidly. Just follow your pride. Abandon your eyes. So much easier than trying. The road is ending.
I can see that. Hang on.
What do you mean, hang on? You can't run into the forest.
Miss, they're not stopping. Follow them into the forest?
No, into the sky. Yes, into the forest.
But we will hit a tree.
You won't hit a tree.
Immediately hit a tree.
Don't do what he did.
The chase continued.
Continued into the woods. Brutus whizzed past Gideon as he guided the horse around yard oaks and left her over woods, but the band stayed in hot pursuit.
It's just another turn. It's just another tree. Just keep her running until we're finally free. About to do this. The cavalier and the band. It's just like racing at home, except through the trail. Focus! Be in the here and the now.
So deep into the woods, all with the riding
It's a forest. It's made of branches.
It was pointing right at us. It's going to spear us.
It's folly to invade us. Give up. Give up. The situation calls for giving up. I'm getting saddle sores. Give in to your fear and fall over here. It's so much easier than trying. Plunge. Time to redeem yourself. On it.
The bandit rode forward, slowly gaining on Gideon and Joanna.
What are the bandits? It's almost upon us. I'm already at a gallop.
I wonder which one of you is going to scream first. Now, this is my favorite part. I want to definitely turn on the horse so that she's facing backwards. Good, somebody's going to have to take charge of our defense.
What are you doing? That's very dangerous.
Quiet! Plan to make your archery lessons from 3 years ago. Straight arm, proper elbow, grip firm, but relax, lifting up the arrow. Finger under chin, then find your archer, draw the string all the way. As in my instructor always used to say, just aim for the target. Ha! You missed. Just aim for the target. You missed again. No, aim ahead of the target. Ah! What's going on up there?
I think she's firing arrows, miss.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure, miss. What did I miss?
Don't get me my things.
But ask God, Gideon.
Not impossible, not impossible, not impossible, not impossible.
Another bandit was upon us.
And arrows, you miss.
Hurry!
I can't go any faster.
Come here, give us a hug. I will not. Owie handle. Ow, ow, corner. Ow, 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 ow.
In case you were wondering, in the story, all the horses get away without being hurt.
I'm docking your pay for 2 weeks. How's that crossbow coming along?
Place crew securely grouped.
Check.
Hold training firmly clockwise till it clicks at the head.
Tree.
It doesn't say anything about a tree.
Oh, I'll just have to catch them myself. Now my dreadful leader is coming.
We'll lose him going down this hill.
What do you mean, uh-oh? They're heading straight for the forest crevasse. It's a half-league drop, although plummet to their death.
Whoa!
There's just a giant wolf head? Who planted this forest? Say, horse thieves. You've reached the forest crevasse. It's a half-league drop to the forest floor. Hence, give up, give up. I am the wolf and you are but a pup. Give it that for which you fought. Deep down you know you want to. It's so much easier than trying. Why do you look like you're trying to do math in your head?
We can make it.
What?
We can make it. I can tell by your stride. We can do the jump.
What?
Hiya!
And then the moment was there. I can't be queen if I'm dead! With life and death in the air. Oh, wait, where are you going? Come back here! Hiya!
So matter of skill, and so you summon your will.
All of a sudden, it is now.
The horse leapt into the air and jumped across. Oh, we made it!
That's the product of life.
Okay, horse, get ready to jump! Wait, why are you stopping? Ah! The bandit leader flung off her saddle and soon was dangling over the crevasse. I've decided to let you go.
There's a branch on our side of the curtain. We got it. It came from Zoe's tree. And Zoe's tree has its brakes on. I don't know why. Once the curtains go up, then there's a tree and a stone stage right that needs to go forward, and a set of stones stage left that needs to go forward. Troubadour's boxes need to come forward. They're not moving now. More forward than that. Like more forward. Push them more. Yeah, that's okay.
Flush with excitement, their expertly narrated escape, Gideon and Alana rode to a forest grove far away from the bandits. Gideon climbed a tree to better see their surroundings.
That was phenomenal. 1 down, 2 down, down you ruffians. That was better than Jesse's and Archie lessons combined. Dancing, racing, fast words and wild. Just like the day I heard upon my father's knee. An adventure with a twist on every page. Except this time that heroine is me. Breathless, breathless, giddy all at once. My thoughts race me, my heart begins to soar. It's odd to have this sort of pride when technically I almost died. It was chaos. I think I want some more, Lord. What can I do so I can always feel this way? Like I could sail through a lure, brave the dragon's den. The fading of my fears, the roaring in my ears. Tell me how to be that girl again. Patient, prudent, wasting all my time. I felt the black begin when I received a crown, but I have never felt so grand as back there. Now I took a stand, thus being queen of walls, a lot is sitting down. What can I do so I can always feel this way? Like my life's a painting, I just found a pen. Required to make a choice, required to raise my voice, struggling to survive, or strangely felt alive. And now I want to be that girl again. Tell me how to be that girl again.
Whatever are you doing up that tree? I see where the Great Highway is. The Cavalier must be somewhere that way.
I haven't any idea what you're talking about.
Following the Cavalier, there's a Blundersnorp in these woods.
Is that what he told you?
No, he doesn't know. That's why I have to warn him.
No one's seen a Blundersnorp in hundreds of years.
There's a huge announcement from the king. I heard it.
Gideon, my people are wardens of the Great Forest in all lands to the north. If there's a big scary monster on the loose, I quite frankly think they would know about it.
Easy, girl. It's coming from over there.
You sure this is time for their explanation?
Come on!
The tree by Sir Halleck, can we move it actually more center stage along with the rock? Otherwise we won't see the Blundersnorp as well as we should.
This part of the story requires some imagination. Accounts of what the Blundersnorp looks like. Here's one. Some say it's a giant lizard. Others say it's a rolling thing with a shell. And so others call it a magical blend of an owl and a bear. But storytellers generally agree that the Blundersnorp is large, hungry, and distinctly terrifying.
Terrifying. The cavalier struck the beast with its sword. The creature pulled back into the woods, growling in anger.
You two, away from here. The beast will attack again in moments.
Come with us!
I cannot flee, but you must.
But your leg, you need help.
There are other cavaliers in the forest that way. Run as fast as you can. Bring one of them back. There's an order. Go!
Away from the monster?
You don't think.
That's the kind of thing cavaliers do. They're distressingly noble.
But then the monster will get him.
Sorry, Gideon, but I don't think I see anyone else out here.
What if we go back? That cavalier's hurt. He's monster dessert unless he gets some help from some friends. What if we go back? We don't have to run. The story's not done. Perhaps we can change how it ends. Do you think we could do that?
Don't you think melee combat should be left to professionals?
We're not that far. There's still time.
This is daft. This is delusional. This is how I'll be that girl again. What if we go back? Cancel retreat. Pick up our feet and walk towards Daphne Moore.
I think we should go back. We don't have to be what they tell us we are.
A dance,
a peasant. Suppose we decide to be more. You think we can do that?
So, Gideon, once we're back, what exactly is our plan?
I have no idea.
As long as that's settled.
Let's join the fight. Let's get involved. Let's take a problem and make it get solved. Time to be brave. Time to do good. Let's turn this around like a cavalier would. Suppose we answer the call. I think we can do that.
Hungry, angry,
making a stand, braving the den, facing the monster and not giving in, being a team, acting as one step at a time till the battle is won.
I think we can do that.
I think we can do that. I think we can do that.
It seems to be interested in us now.
We probably should have planned this part better.
Looks like it's going to charge. Get out of the way.
I can't let it. We can't run. If we run, it'll just go back and finish off that cavalier.
You'll be crushed.
Got to try to fight it. That's a lot heavier than it looks.
Don't just be brave. Be smart, brave.
You're the one with the ideas.
Very angry, very hungry.
The bridge.
What?
The bridge of the forest chains. It really that. Remember that bit I told you to pay attention to? Along with the spear-like branch that had dodged in the forest, Gideon wedged the sword into the tree so that the blade would stick outwards.
Buy me some time.
Hey, Blundersnorp, I bet you're short for a Blundersnorp.
Time to be brave. Time to do good. Time to act like a cavalier would.
Move, it's going to charge.
I can't let it see the sword. If it does, it won't charge.
And then the Blundersnorp charged with astonishing speed. Gideon? Gideon? Gideon, are you hurt?
No, I jumped out of the way before it could charge. What did I do?
What if you hadn't jumped out of the way in time?
But we're safe. I thought you'd be happy.
You'd been crushed or you was worse, eaten.
It was your idea.
So what? I'm not talking to you. Teen emotions.
By the king's blood, what happened here?
Well, that is to say, I think it might be dead.
Looks like my work here's done for me. How are in these woods? Are your masters back?
Well, no. We heard the monster, and then we escaped bandits, and then, and then you screamed. And the rest is what you see.
It's a miracle this creature dashed us up from the tree. Let's get you both back up. But first,
That's quite enough. Why are you so modest? You were the worst imaginable storyteller ever. Attend me. I shall explain what really happened. Alana told Sir Halleck of their adventure, from their escape with the bandits and from the fight with the Blundersnorp. Alana featured herself rather prominently in the story, but in the end came to a conclusion that surprised even her. And in doing so, this youngster is more noble than any noble I've ever seen.
the sword's here, as you said. This miraculous story, my lady. I'll escort you back to Cambria. Your parents must be worried sick.
I will gladly accept. But for my parents, we shall see what they have to say. I'm sure there's going to be a lot yelling.
And I remember you now. You're the lad from the stables. The king will have a sack of gold for you for slaying that beast.
Well, thank you, but I don't really know what I would do.
What?
Although, something that I have wanted for like as long as I can remember was to work with the Royal Cavaliers. I could be some sort of extra assistant to a page. It wouldn't be much trouble, I promise.
I'm sure you'd not, but I think you serve far better as a squire.
But I thought only highborns could be squires. You said so yourself.
I did, and I regret it. You remind me that we should not value birth and status more than valor and dedication. I'll train you if that is what you wish.
I extremely wish that.
Gideon, I'm so happy for you.
Your horse, I think?
Yes, sir, aspiration. She carried us this whole way.
A bit awkward, but she'll grow graceful with time. Saddle up and follow me.
Are we ready?
The next few weeks were a whirlwind. Gideon found himself at Southwold Hockey. The new squire, Sir Halleck.
Tomorrow we'll start you on footwork and sword forms. For now, polish the starters with gleams. Any questions?
No, sir.
See you at 6th bout.
Not impossible. Tricky, but not impossible.
Meanwhile, Alana found herself in the foyer of the largest merchant house in the northern kingdoms.
So the Vice Countess of Cambria wishes to be my apprentice.
I'm Viscountess no more. I've renounced my title and I shall hand you the throne.
This won't be no cushy desk job. There'll be travels through mysterious lands, intense trade negotiations, and pirates who sail.
When do we start?
Do these songs. I return in an hour, and we'll see if you have a head for it.
Not impossible. Fancy, but not impossible. Meanwhile, Gideon and Alana will meet again in a few years. And that is a very different kind of story. But for now, we are left where we started. With you. Here. Now. In the age of adventure. An epic of wonder, danger, and lore. An era where small boats dream they can soar and dare to be more. Perhaps there's something you think you can do. Perhaps there's something you're dreaming of too.
pleasure to watch these kids work so hard to put on this performance for you guys tonight. But in addition to the hard work of the kids, there's an enormous amount of hard work that goes on behind the scenes. So before we let y'all take off tonight, I just want to take a few minutes to acknowledge all of the wonderful people that contributed to this performance this evening. A musical like this doesn't happen without an incredible team working behind the scenes. First, a huge thank you to our stagehands and choir room crew whose hard work kept everything running smoothly. We'd also like to thank Miss Bianca and her student helpers for their creativity and dedication in building our set pieces. And of course, for bringing the unforgettable Blundersnorp head to life. A special thank you to Madame Cecilia and Miss Kendra for their work on costumes, props, and set pieces. Your attention to detail truly helped bring this story to the stage. Thank you as well to Miss Christine and her student helpers for their work with the choir. Your time and effort added so much to the performance. We're also very grateful to Ella from Clearwater Equestrian for generously donating the use of the saddle for our production. We would also like to extend our sincere thanks to Keano Theatre and their staff for their support and contributions. Your expertise and generosity helped make this performance possible. We'd also like to recognize Joel and Paul, the incredibly dedicated teacher spouses who have unofficially mastered every job description, whether they signed up for it or not. We want to recognize the parents of the cast and crew who have stepped up and answered the call for help whenever it was for rehearsal support or creating props and costumes. So all those people gave a great deal to making this night possible. But there are 3 individuals who went well above and beyond that I really need to recognize. We're talking about 3 staff members who gave weekends, worked long hours, put in a tireless amount of time with the kids to make sure that this turned out to be the amazing performance that it was. So please help me and give me a warm round of applause and thanks to Jasmine Cornish, Chantal Cloutier, and Kristen Craig. Come on, everyone. To everyone who contributed on stage and behind the scenes, thank you for your time, talent, and dedication. One final note, our wonderful Dickinsfield Flyers Fundraising Association is selling flowers out in the foyer. They're still there, they have lots of flowers left to sell. They are an amazing organization that's contributing so much to our school, raises so much money that goes to great programs for our kids, like the ones you saw tonight. So please, on your way out, stop by their table out in the foyer and buy a flower to contribute to their fundraising efforts. And aside from that, thank you all for coming out tonight and have a wonderful evening.